I fell in love with my married neighbor, but then I babysat his kids and now I'm doubting my feelings. I'm 34 and 7 months ago I had a tough breakup with a guy I had been in a relationship with for a long time. After that, I moved in with my best friend and her husband. We rent a house together. That's when I met the neighbor. Let's call him Kay. He helped us carry things in, and I immediately fell for him. We live in the suburbs of a big city, and it so happened that both of us ride the same train to work every day. I found out right away that Kay has a wife and kids. He often talked about them. He has their photos on his phone screen, on social media, and so on. But at first, it was just a silly, innocent crush. He's handsome, fun, and kind. The first time, on the train, he asked me about my job and really listened to what I was saying. My ex, for example, never did that, and we often argued about it. Kay constantly does something for his kids, brings them treats, chats with his daughter on the phone, the whole way to work because she needs support before school. It's just so easy to imagine how tender and attentive he would be in a relationship. He's like that with everyone. Kay never once said or did anything to hint that he had feelings for me. But we truly became friends, because we talk, almost, every day on the train for about 20 minutes. I've never had problems attracting men's attention. And with the foundation we already have, I'm sure we could easily become something more. Moreover, shortly after I started having feelings for him, I found out that his wife is a girl I once studied with. And I was surprised because they are complete opposites. He's fun, she's dry, he's adventurous, she's cautious, he's a bit slow, she's very smart. Outwardly, this will sound rude, but damn. I just don't think they match either in character or in looks, and it's easy for me to imagine that Kay got stuck in this relationship because he's too kind. And now, to the point. Yesterday evening, Kay knocked on our door and asked if I could babysit his kids for a bit. Of course I agreed. It wasn't a burden for me. He said his wife had gotten into an accident while on a business trip, and since she's pregnant, he was very scared and bought the soonest ticket to go to her. They have no relatives in the state. So he asked me to watch the kids for a few hours until an old family friend arrived. He would be driving for several hours to stay with them overnight. And that's when everything went to hell. Those kids are just a nightmare. 3 girls. The eldest is a typical spoiled brat, only multiplied by 1,000. Rude, didn't take me seriously at all. Argued about literally everything. What's for dinner, who should clean, what movies she was allowed to watch. I even heard her whisper, a couple of times, that I was average. The middle one was hyperactive and always wanted to play loud, dirty games, even when I said I didn't want to. The youngest was generally sweet and quiet, but always joined in whatever the middle one started. It all ended with me agreeing to play hide-and-seek with the 2 younger ones. And in the end, they locked themselves in the house without me. I walked around the house, tried to convince the eldest to let me in through the back door, but she just pretended not to hear and put on headphones. Luckily, literally a few minutes later, that family friend arrived, opened the door, and I went home. I felt sad, because before that I often fantasized about one day becoming a stepmother to Kay's kids. He always spoke so warmly about them, and now I don't want to have anything to do with them at all. But at the same time, it's like additional proof that things aren't great between him and his wife, because kids from a normal, happy family don't behave like that. I just want to be with Kay, but I'm not sure if it's even possible if. I have no connection with his kids. And this is even before a possible divorce, since his wife could easily turn them against me. I really love Kay, and I'm sure we could have had an amazing story if I went for it. But right now, everything inside me is shaky. I really wish there was someone I could talk about this with, but everyone in my life would judge me. Comments. To be honest, it doesn't look like you love him. You're just idealizing him and building some fairy tale life in your head. In your mind, you imagine that he'll leave his wife and run away with you. You justify it by saying that his kids are badly behaved, which must mean things are bad at home. At the same time, you completely ignore the fact that his wife is pregnant, and he dropped everything to be with her in a hard moment. You complain that the kids don't respect you, but apparently they barely know you, and suddenly you want to become the main figure. You're not their mother and you never will be. Do you think if you get Kay, you'll have a beautiful story? No, you won't. He has a family he obviously loves. The fact that he's polite and kind to you doesn't mean he's in love with you. Talk to a therapist, because this isn't healthy. Author. How do you know if I love him or not? Are you inside my head? You can love people even before a relationship begins. Yes, I don't know if he loves me, but you don't know for sure that he doesn't either. That will only be clear once that line is crossed. I don't think he'll just up and run away with me. It would take months, maybe even years, divorce, custody, all that. And yes, before you flood the comments, I understand there's no guarantee he'll ever leave his wife. But Kay is a good person, an honest person. If something happened between us, he would definitely leave his marriage. Because that would be the right thing to do for everyone. He himself said that fairness is the most important thing for him. That's why I'm asking. I understand everything could be very complicated if something happens. I just want to understand if the fact that his kids are so difficult would make things worse. I want to understand whether the possible pros outweigh all the cons. Update. Transcript of the screenshot. K. The girls are fine. Thanks for watching them. Author. Of course, anytime. Let me know if I can help with anything else. K. Thumbs up. K. Link to the post. K. Did you write this? If yes, we need to talk. Honestly, I have absolutely no desire to leave my family for you. Sorry if I somehow gave you false hope, but I don't see you as anyone other than a neighbor. I think we shouldn't talk anymore. Author. Wait. Can I call you? Write all your thoughts about this in the comments. Watch our previous videos, which you'll see right here. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and good luck.